What if one simple question could transform everything that you do, your work, your focus, your results? In the late 90s, the Australian rowing team, they faced a challenge that many of us can relate to. Hard work wasn't enough, and they needed a breakthrough. And by asking themselves one very simple question before every decision, they were able to achieve the Olympic gold in the 2000 Olympics. And today I'm going to show you how that same question can create laser focus in your business. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that question is and how to use it to achieve laser focus in your business, even if you're juggling multiple responsibilities. But first, let me tell you why this matters. Most entrepreneurs are climbing ladders as fast as they can. They're working harder than ever, but many of those ladders are leaning against the wrong wall. And today I'm going to show you how to make sure every minute of effort is moving you in the right direction. Let me start with something powerful that I really want to emphasize. All work works. There's no such thing as wasted effort. Every line of code you write, every project you attempt, every skill you learn, it's all working on you, making you better, stronger, more experienced. But here's the crucial part. All work works, but direction matters. Before you get too far along climbing the ladder, you need to make sure your ladder is leaned against the right wall. Let me tell you a story about this Australian rowing team. They won the gold at that 2000 Olympics in Sydney. They transformed their entire program with one simple question. Will it make the boat faster? That was their question. Every decision they made, from their training schedule to their diet, from their equipment to their social plans, everything was filtered through that single question. If the answer was no, they didn't do it. If the answer was yes, they did it, no matter how difficult or uncomfortable it might be. And this is where so many of us get stuck. We're working hard, but we haven't defined our Olympic gold medal moment. So let's fix that right now. Here's what I want you to do. Number one, you need to take 30 minutes of uninterrupted time. Number two is you need to picture yourself 3 years from now. What does success look like specifically? And once you have that clear vision, it's time to create your roadmap. And that's step 3. To create your roadmap, you need to work backward from your 3-year vision. Where do you need to be in 1 year to be on track for 3 years? And for that 1 year, what are the 4 major milestones that need to happen this year? Think of one for each quarter. And then what needs to happen each month to hit those quarterly goals? And what needs to happen each week to hit that monthly goal? Finally, what needs to happen today to hit that weekly goal? Now, you have your own version of will it make the boat faster? So every opportunity, every project, every commitment needs to be filtered through your question. Maybe it's as simple as, will this move me toward my 3-year vision? Do you remember what I said in my last video about distractions? How they often come disguised as amazing opportunities. But now you have a powerful tool to evaluate them, your 3-year vision and your make the boat faster question. When you're clear on where you're going, saying no becomes easier. Decisions become clearer and focus becomes natural. Distractions become obvious. With that 3-year vision, the question becomes, how do you actually turn into action? Now, you might feel overwhelmed thinking about all the steps ahead, but here's the good news. You don't need to have it all figured out right now. You need to start with the end in mind, your 3-year vision, and you need to work backwards. Therefore, every action you take today will feel purposeful and aligned. Okay, we've talked about this at a high level, but now it's time to make it practical. Once you have your 3-year vision, you then need to actually set up your annual plan. Okay, so this is the first year. Identify the milestone you need to hit for the very first year, and that should directly connect to your 3-year goal. Secondly, you need to actually think about your quarters. So break that first year goal down into 3-month chunks. Now, actually, all you need is 3 quarterly goals because the last quarter is going to be the same as your year 1 goal. Now, what absolutely must happen this quarter? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Then you need to break those down into monthly targets. So, what specific projects move you toward the goal, and what has to happen this month in order to hit your quarterly goal? Then you'll break your months down into weekly actions. What are the specific tasks that need to happen this week in order to hit this monthly goal? And you schedule those things like important meetings. Then you'll actually break it all down further to daily decisions. You look at each and every task in your version of, will this make the boat faster? And if it doesn't contribute to your vision, it's a distraction. Now, at first glance, will it make the boat go faster? Sounds like a rule for nonstop hustle. But here's what a lot of people miss. Even Olympic athletes schedule recovery time. They know that rest is as intentional as training because it prepares them for the next race. In fact, just this weekend, I spent hours playing video games with my youngest daughter. Now, on the surface, it might not seem like the best use of my time, but here's the thing. Being a present father makes my boat go faster. It strengthens the relationships that matter most to me, and it gives me the mental clarity I need to perform at my best. So, were there other productive things I could have been doing? Well, sure. But here's the thing. This wasn't just recreation. This was intentional time with my daughter. She wanted to play, and these moments matter, and they won't last forever. So, focus isn't about working every second of every day. It's about being intentional with every second. So, this brings me to a crucial point about focus. It's not about working every available minute, but it is about being intentional with every available minute, including your downtime. So, think of your schedule like an Olympic athlete's training program. They don't train 24/7. They have scheduled recovery periods. They make time for family and mental health. But none of it is random, and none of it is, well, just whenever I feel like it. So schedule your recreation time just like you do for your work. Block out family time. Plan your downtime. Protect your recovery periods. Make them non-negotiable. Now, why? Because random recreation becomes procrastination. But scheduled recreation becomes rejuvenation. Will playing video games with your kid make the boat go faster? Maybe not directly, but being a present parent, maintaining strong family relationships, and giving your mind time to recover makes you stronger for the journey. So here's what's powerful about this approach. It gives you permission to focus. When you know exactly where you're going and you know exactly what needs to happen to get you there, you can confidently say no to things that just don't serve that purpose. So here's what I want you to do. I need you to remember that number one, all work works. You're always learning, you're always growing, you're always building. But number two, intentional work works better. Number three, your ladder needs to be against the right wall. And number four, you need to create your very own will this make the boat go faster question. For example, will this make my business better? Or will this make my life better? Or will this help me reach my 3-year goal? Once you have that question, you can use it as a compass to guide every decision. And when you're clear on where you're going, the distractions will fall away and focus becomes natural. Now, here's my challenge to you. Take that 30 minutes today, map out your 3-year vision, and work backward. Also, make sure to share your make the boat faster question in the comments. Let's inspire each other to stay focused on what truly matters. So let me know what your question is. Now remember, focus isn't just about doing more things, it's about doing the right things with the absolute clarity of purpose. Now, if you like this video, chances are you'll like my previous video where I talk about the secret to staying focused as an entrepreneur. And I'll see you in that video.